Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. Our starting pitcher in this one, Clay Holmes. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy, no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And downstairs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ripped on a line. Soto makes the catch, and there's one gone. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity, as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now the number 2 hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And there's a ball. To third, Vientos. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
2 down, base is empty. Ketel Marte up to the plate. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
There's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. This to third. Vientos tosses to first. They get the out on Marte. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And it's 1-1. Lindor matched a homer in his last game.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Starling Marte. Just missed. And that misses. And it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one missed. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Just missed. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. And that is out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second game of the series. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he punches him out. He went around.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lindor zipping around third. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-1. Line drive, knocks it down. Marte comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Suarez getting to start at the hot corner, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Holmes back to work. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Comes up in. Plate.
Patty Johnson the Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman Josh
Here's
Naylor.
Josh Naylor. On the ground to the left. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a foul straight back. Naylor, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Batting seventh, catcher.
Now up next for
Adrian
Arizona,
Del Castillo.
Adrian Del Castillo. That one pushed foul. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Ball one there. And that's downstairs and outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. One left for the Diamondbacks. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And out number one on the grab.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that's in for a strike. Strike two. 1 out, bases
No balls,
empty.
2 strikes.
In the dirt.
1 ball,
Now 1
2
and
strikes.
2.
Ball, that's out.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now up to him,
Shortstop,
Francisco Lindor. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Gurriel makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. At the plate, Pavin Smith. That one misses, and that's ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And that is in for a strike. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Just off the inside edge. One down, base is empty. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Here's a 3-0. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Jake McCarthy, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Double play ball to second. There's one, and that's all they'll get.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Grounded out his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Runner takes off. Hit in the air left field. Nimmo sizing this one up, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Starling Marte up to hit.
Hitter, Starling Marte.
And that's too high.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That one inside, and now 2-0. And that's in for a strike. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Soto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Nobody out, runner at first. That one ripped. Going back. And it's gone. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to been foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Alonso, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And the 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Gurriel, drop step, going back. Up against the wall, and brings it in.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fouled off left side. Swung on, belted. And a foul ball. And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Jeff McNeil stands in. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-0 ball game. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And we're back.
Leading off
Start of the
Arizona,
fourth. Here's
second
Ketel
baseman,
Marte.
Ketel Marte.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Grounded out his first time up. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the
strike.
lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the
Now
ball
batting,
out of
first
the air,
baseman,
lets
Josh
the defense
Naylor.
work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Chop to third. Vientos on to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And the Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 4-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. There's a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
No, inside. Outside.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Gilbert Diaz up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Puck, a left-hander, also throwing. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played it 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll on the move. He's got it. 1 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So 2 down now, and here is Jose Siri. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets go down quickly. They lead 4-0. Back here at Citi Field. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Holmes back to work. Carroll in his 3rd season, 24 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And they'll do it again. Into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher
Only 2
Adrian
hits allowed
Del
so far
Castillo.
tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. He's 0 for 1. That one outside. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Siri sizes this one up. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Pavin Smith. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Carroll, the runner at second with one away. Hard hit to third. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Gurriel gets a piece. That one way inside. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. Towards first, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Gilbert Diaz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. He is singled and he is flied to left. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the DH, Starling Marte. Fought off foul. And that one hammered way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. Two in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Swinging for the K. Del Castillo down to first with it. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
To the backstop. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Way outside, straight to the backstop. But no advance from the runners. There's the strike and a count 2-1. Second and third here. 1 away. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. That one hammered center field. That's back. Nabs it. Runners tagging from second and third. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one a little bit high. 1-0. And that's down and away.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's in there. Pitch is in there. That is strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. That clips the corner. Out there to center. Siri really on his horse for it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte has grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Holmes winds and deals. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. McCarthy stands at first with one out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Just missed.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Off balance feed. There's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Yeah, we in goal mode. Never going slow mode. Going. We in goal.
Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Now batting left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting center fielder, Jose Siri.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that's
Ball
way
one.
high. And that is ball one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man on second, 2 down. And there's a ball.
No strike.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
That one's in there. And it's 3-2.
3-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Now batting, designated hitter.
First
Starling
and second,
Marte.
2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Starling Marte. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. McCarthy makes the catch, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Stanek.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's a ball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And a foul ball. The Mets leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Nothing doing for Arizona. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Watch Soto now.
Right fielder.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a dribbler, foul, first base side. Way inside.
Count full.
That one misses, so lead off walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man aboard, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Soto aboard here at first with nobody out. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Jesse Winker. Way outside, and it gets away. Winker up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Stays alive.
Three balls, two strikes.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Gurriel trying to get there. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. got him looking for the K.
Now batting,
Digging
third
in,
baseman,
Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Ball one, no strike.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Runner on at third, one gone. Swings through that.
That front door slider is such
One
a
ball,
devastating
two strikes.
pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And delivers
that ball went
outside.
out.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And it's
Ball.
even up. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. That is the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on base. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching. for the
Welcome
New York
back, and a
Mets.
new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th. Reed
75.
Garrett.
And you know,
Reed
bullpen guys can struggle
Garrett.
sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in
Leading off for the
situations like
Diamondbacks.
this as well.
Catcher, Adrian
Now the
Del
D-backs
Castillo.
catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Now batting.
That's about as
designated
nasty of a
hitter,
split as you'll
Hayden
come across,
Smith.
especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now Pavin Smith. That one's
1-0.
upstairs, ball one. One down, base is empty. Top of the zone for a called strike. And that's
2 balls,
outside.
1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's outside. Full count, 3-2.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up
Now
drawing the
batting,
walk.
left fielder,
Very
Lourdes
gritty.
Gurriel Jr.
Here's Gurriel. Right through there for a strike.
Ball 1.
Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner at second here, one gone. That's inside. And it's 2-1. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Slings to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 3. Right side, McNeil. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
49.
bottom of the 8th. Kendall Graveman.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it
Leading
is.
off for the
Seems
Mets,
like a tough task
catcher,
today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Alvarez.
Alvarez
Counts 1-0.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2-0.
Pitch
Ball
misses,
3.
and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That's in for a strike. And that clips the inside corner.
We got full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting,
And at
left
first,
fielder,
and next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one almost got him. Runner at first with no outs here. And now 2-1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. A.J. Puck up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Thompson warming up as well. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count
fielder,
off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Alvarez off of first with 2 away. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So now 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2
Try to
strikes.
go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Patel Marte.
So digging in, Ketel Marte. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
So they're down to their final out. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And that'll do it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You hear me, your haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, I give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigration papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you on your stoop. With body shots.